Hello, today I wanted to record a quick video about, let me go ahead and turn on the sound, a quick video about My Time at Portia. It's a game that I've been playing for, I don't know, ever since it became available on Early Access Steam. I think it's out now for Switch, and I think Xbox One is the other platform. So I kind of wanted to give an overview of what a typical day at My Time at Portia would look like. Why is the sound so low? Alright. So My Time at Portia is a game that's very similar to Stardew Valley. I think when it came out, people called it the 3D version of Stardew Valley. Oh yeah, and this is totally normal. This happens every single time I'm loading up the game. But yeah, so people called it like the 3D version of Stardew Valley, and they're not wrong, but there's definitely a huge difference between Stardew Valley and My Time at Portia. So I guess, do I not have sound today? That's disappointing. Let me double check. Yeah, I'm getting sound from the wrong device. There we go. So yeah, so here you kind of wake up in the morning. You live in this workshop. This is unupgraded. I don't know what the upgrades look like. Loading screens are kind of a thing here, just because it's a 3D game and requires, I guess, a little bit more resources, I guess, or more stuff ready. There we go. So this is where you're going to be spending a lot of your time. You can name your workshop whatever you want it to. I call it Splinter Shop. And unlike in Stardew Valley, where the focus is kind of farming and mining, I would say like are the two big things. Here, your focus is really going to be crafting and then getting all of the resources you need to craft the items you want to have. So for example, I'm trying to craft a grill. I believe I can cook a steak or like this meat on the grill, and it'll give me like cooked meat. I saw some there was a quest where I had to go inside of a cave, and there was like a fire where I could cook things, and that's what I was able to do. So I'm thinking that's going to be the same thing here. So this is like the assembly station. It's going to have like this ghostly translucent version of the item that you want to build, and as you add all the ingredients or whatever the materials to that item, it kind of fills out. You can see that this piece of wood looks more realistic. Alright, so what do we need? So I have the 10 wood 10 times, and that's that part that we saw wasn't translucent. I got that. Now I need a copper pipe. So how do I get a copper pipe? Oh, this is backward. A copper pipe takes 2 copper bars to make. Let's go ahead and turn this around, by the way. There we go. I think there was a bug early on that switched it around. So anyway, let's see. So for 1 copper pipe, we need 2 copper bars. How many copper pipes do we need? All right, so we need 3. That's 6 copper bars to make 3 copper pipes. And each copper bar takes 3 ores, so that's 3 times 6, that's 18. So I guess today we're going to go ahead and go to the mines and get whatever items we need. It is a beautiful game. It kind of reminds me of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm playing it right now, and it kind of reminds me of it, like this almost like drawn looking, I don't know. It's a beautiful art style, and kind of like in Breath of the Wild, you have that stamina, or I guess run meter. On the bottom of the screen, you'll see the stamina and the HP. So again, like something that's pretty common in games that are similar to Stardew Valley. Here, the mines are really just for ore. There are no monsters or anything like that. And while this game does feature a lot more combat than Stardew Valley, at least in my opinion, and a lot more varied combat, and you have so many more weapons and playstyles and whatever. So yeah, while you have all of these monsters and whatever that you might be fighting, the mines really are just for you to mine. And you can see that the floor here is a little bit red. Notice that I have a special hat that has a flashlight on it, so I can see better. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start mining. So we already have 9, 11, 13 copper ores. We're probably going to fill that up pretty quickly, so I'm going to press F, and that's going to start a scanner. And the scanner looks for artifacts in the mine, like special things of interest that are buried in there. Yeah, we have like 23 copper ore. That's totally, yeah, doable. And we are about to pick up. What are we going to pick up? I got an old talker piece. So this game, oh, check out the jetpack. It works only in the mines, I think. That was fun. Alright. What was I saying? So this game takes place in the far future, I guess, like a post-apocalyptic future at a time when the society is starting to rebuild. And so in the mines you'll find artifacts such as let's see, let's check out my inventory, like, you know, a piece of a phone or a piece of some statue. But you can also find, yeah, here we go, data discs, which is kind of funny. I kind of enjoy it. It's nice. Anyway, so that's kind of the setting of the game. Actually, if we look here, this is kind of like our main menu. We have a huge inventory that we can keep expanding. It costs money to expand it every single time. So like the next expansion will cost 1,300, and I can do that right now, but I actually don't need that much space. There are a lot of things that you can equip, and they'll not only make your character look different, but it will affect all these different stats that have to do with, you know, either running around or having the ability to fight better. We have the character. We get skill points. We level up as a character, and we get to put those wherever we want to, into fight, gather, or social. Right now, I'm really focused on the gather part. Let's see. What? Sure, let's do this experience gain. We're going to do that. So it's a little bit different for the character growth. Let's see, we have a missions list, which tells us like all the different things we need to do, and you kind of saw that on the HUD on the right. So debt collectors, it's kind of like a story mission, which is fun, and I have to go talk to Polly about something. Let's go talk to her. Let me see real quick. I also have a handbook, so there's like a built-in manual for that serves not only to teach you about the game, how to play the game, I think, right? Well, it teaches you about all the different items and what you'll need to build those. So I actually didn't know that I'll need a work table level 2 to build a better weapon, because I've been using the enhanced practice sword, or maybe, yeah, the enhanced practice sword for all of my fights. So yeah, that's really good to know. And then you can check out all the different items and crafting items and whatever that you might need to use, and how to build that out. Cool. So it actually does the math for us. These are beautiful drawings, by the way. These are really nice. So I did the math by myself with the copper pipes, but over here, not only does it tell you how many you need, but it actually tells you how many you own and where you can find them. So this is like really useful. I don't really use the social part much. That's kind of how I play these games. I usually just stick to kind of the missions and crafting. There's a fantastic map that not only shows you like where the shops are and information about the next quest, but with a right click I can pin whatever area that I want to see. So I'm actually going to show off the waterfall down here, which is a really nice area. The reason I'm not going back to craft immediately is because a lot of the crafting is time-based, which I think kind of sucks, but like at the same time it's the same as like many other games. meaning that if I put the ore to smelt into a bar, it'll take 2 hours of game time. Not like actual game time, but, you know, just the time on the bottom right in the clock. Let's see if we can pull that up in our inventory now. But that clock that was down here, you know, you'd have to have 2 hours pass. Let's see. Where's Polly? I feel like she's going to be inside somewhere. I don't know who she is. I do feel like there's a lot more exploration with just 3D movement and what that looks like. So is she in this? Wow, nice. Hidden chest. Some hidden items. 2 marble. And it's done. Alright, let's go around again. Maybe we can get in. I feel like she'll just... Does she? This is where she lives? No, this is a school. Alright. It's still pointing in the right place. There we go. I'm going to interrupt the class. Oh, that's great. I talked to Polly. Oh my god, I have to find dog food now so I can get the dog back to Polly. So you get kind of these like fun little quests. It feels less monotonous than Stardew Valley, where you had basically a quest of, you know, make this or make this. This is like a multi-step storyline quest. I'm not going to bother trying to finish it right now. I want to kind of wrap up this video by showing off some of the combat, some of the beauty of the game. I mean, check this out. Like, this is gorgeous. This is actually what drew me in. It was just like this area and how beautiful it is. And look, my flashlight is still working. Anyway, this is really nice. We're going to go to the waterfall over there. So you kind of see all these like different monsters and things here. So those are things that you can fight. I kind of felt bad about fighting them at first. That's like the only downside. Oh, it's game's struggling a little bit with on my machine with the recording. So I'm just gonna, you know, kill this sea urchin. I get spines, cool. So yeah, that's kind of like what combat looks like. You left click and that hits. A right click will roll away. There's this unfortunate thing that if you just keep... Whoops, I got in the water. Alright. If you just keep left clicking, you'll automatically target the next enemy and automatically kill them. So yeah, this is the waterfall. It looks beautiful out here. I can't get in the water. It looks like it's swimming is still a locked feature. That's kind of cool. Alright, I'm gonna jump in and see what happens. Boom, darkness. Alright, let's go craft. Oh, just like in Stardew Valley and a lot of the other similar games, you have like an axe so you can chop down some trees. I guess I'm not... Oh, I was not using an axe. There we go. And hitting the trees will reveal, you know, will make some items fall down. We got rubber fruit, resin, and hardwood. Nice. And then you have these bushes. So a lot of the stuff is very similar. You can break down these rocks for stone, and it looks like marble. Yeah, nice. Where is my home? Oh, why don't I just tag it? Since I suck at directions. There's some neat items that you can craft. So like this bridge that you can see crossing that river, that's something that I crafted so I could get across. It was, I guess it's part of a quest, but I think that there is another area where I can add a bridge on the other side of that island so I can get all the way through. Oh, let's go talk to somebody real quick. Let's talk to Emily. Oh, cool. So I actually had a quest item. Nice. I got a bunch of eggs. The characters will respond if you like run into them. That's what it kind of looked like. No. Don't push. Yeah, stop being such a harasser. If you just chat with a person, it gives you like +1 relationship point, which is cool. You can also fight them. You can do rock, paper, scissors. So I'm gonna do... I've never played this, but this is just kind of silly, but also cool. Damn. Alright. This is really silly. I actually haven't played this before. And I'm not paying attention to what she's saying. I'm guessing that we're going to learn more about her personality. Cool. So she really liked that. That's kind of cool. There's this bus that goes around. I've never taken the bus. I'd like to take it just to see where it leads me. But no, I actually have taken the bus once. That's right. I have. There's this another translucent area right here. That's kind of how the game like tells you that you can build something there. With the bridge, that was the same deal, that there was a translucent bridge and I just added all the parts. This is a cage where I can capture, I guess, animals of some kind. I can leave a lure and capture them in there, which is really nice. Which, like, it's a pretty cool idea. Let's head back. We're going to go ahead and smelt. So this is kind of like the downside of this game is that, well, let me show you. So we need, what, 6 copper bars, right? No. Yeah. So we'll do 3 on this one, and you saw it said 7.5 hours. So it'll take 7.5 hours of game time. You know, you can see how fast it's going down. It's going to take 7.5 hours for me to get those 3 bars. So there's actually a huge upside to building a bunch of these, and you have to fuel them, and that's also an interesting part of the game. So you have to have like wood on hand at all times, or like the circular saw gets powered by power stones. Anyway, so that's basically the majority of the game. This is what the gameplay looks like. You either go, you know, do whatever the quest tells you to do, or you pick an item. Maybe it's quest related, maybe it's not. You pick an item that you're going to craft, and then you run around town picking up the things that you need, finishing up the quests that you were playing, and kind of doing a little bit of exploring. The other day I cleared all this area of wood because I wanted to see if it's going to come back, and it actually took a few days for it to come back. It didn't reset the next morning. Excuse me. Yeah, and then there are some items that I just kind of figure out, you know, how can I oh, that's an interesting animation. Yeah, and then I just kind of look at some items like how can I make them. I've been wanting to figure out how to make like certain clothes, but I don't have everything I need for it. I don't really know where to make it. Is it here? Oh yeah, I wanted to see what I need for this special sword. So this is another item that I wanted to build. I do have this enhanced sword. I wanted to get this one, which has critical damage bonus. I don't have all the items, but almost there. And look, sounds like I am eligible to upgrade. Just like in Stardew Valley, shops and everything close. One thing that really sucks is that there's no bin to just drop off a bunch of items. This is actually just like some storage. I don't know what this is for. But there's no bin to drop off items that you want to sell. You literally have to go in town to the shop. So I usually go to the Total Tools shop because it's like easy to remember. I wonder if any of these will work. But I go to the Total Tools shop where I get rid of whatever I don't need. It's kind of unfortunate that there's no central place like in Stardew Valley, because I think that would be like a huge improvement on the game. The other thing is that I feel like you constantly need internal, like all the storage, mainly because not only do you need like so many items that you're going to craft from, like it's a ton of different items that, you know, you can craft into various different things at different there are different stages of crafting. You have like the ore, and then you have the bar, and then you have the pipe, and it's just a lot of stuff to store. And I think that's kind of a downside. The huge upside is that whatever you store in here in these wooden storages becomes immediately available to any of these things, to any of these like craft tables or saws or grinders and whatever. So like I don't have a copper bar on me, but in one of my boxes I do have a copper bar, and it immediately recognizes that. So you don't have to go, you know, hunting through a bunch of wooden storage boxes for what you need. Let's go ahead and plant the seed real quick. I think that's like the last part. So I mentioned at the beginning that there's not a lot of farming. You can do farming. I don't think it's very lucrative, and It's not really like the majority of the story, but you can build these planters, and you can make fertilizer somehow. I don't remember. I do not remember how whatsoever. And you can plant these. Yay, cool. And it takes 2 days, so it's gonna take a while for me to be able to pick these up. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed my little like overview of My Time at Portia. It's obviously still very early in the game. This is year 1, spring, 26th of spring. But yeah. Oh, fun little thing. So you have the stamina meter down below. You can build these stools. You can sit on them, and you're basically trading time for energy, which is so silly. And my workshop looks really messed up. I wonder how I can... I want to fix it. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and go to sleep. Thanks for watching.